Welcome! It's my dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. And to this video, we're going to go over the roadmap and some of the changes for August 21st, 2020. I could have recorded the roadmap like a lot of people do, and I've done in the past, but I thought I would do this to a comm array video where I am actually going to turn a comm array back on. Hope you guys don't mind. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd just rather see the roadmap in front of you, or if you kind of like this done over actual gameplay. I can do it either way. Just thought I would try something a little different. So, first of all, let me say thank you to all my Patreons and YouTube members for helping me out and supporting the channel. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much. I think the word I should be using is fantabulous. You guys rock. If you guys want to support the channel in the same way, that information will be down below in the comments of this video. Or not in the comments, but in the description. You can also support the channel by watching the ads all the way through or clicking on the ads. And of course, if you buy whatever one of the ads is all about, that helps too. But I won't ask you to do that. You can just support by watching the ads and clicking on them. That really helps the monetization of the channel. So thank you again. Make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button if you like this video. Now let's get into it. So the roadmap, 3.11. Where are we in 3.11 on the development side? Well, the cargo deck, which, if you don't know, that's going to be at facilities and rest stops where players can handle all their cargo needs, from dropping off, picking up, buying new cargo equipment, and cargo-related missions. So right now they are at 42 out of 51 tasks complete. So they are a good ways into that. Thank goodness, because 3.11 should be coming out pretty soon. The end of this month. Technically speaking, I guess September maybe. That's where it's supposed to be, but we're not there yet. So AI, ship AI, hazard awareness and avoidance. It's scheduled. They haven't done anything on this that we know of. This is to improve AI's behavior to avoid, hazardous entities like, space stations, rocks, other players, that sort of thing. FPS combat improvements and polishing. The final touches to combat AI. They've still got a little ways to go on this, but again, that one's scheduled and it hasn't been completed at all. If I had to guess, those last two items will probably be pushed off onto 3.12 or beyond. I bet they fall off the roadmap altogether. That's my theory. These will also coincide with Squadron 42. So if they magically are improved and they do get completed in 3.11, they're a lot further along in Squadron 42 on those two items than we are led to believe. But from what I'm seeing, probably not as far along as we would hope. That'll come. Then we move on to gameplay. So the improved throw, which we actually got to see this week in Star Citizen Live, or not live, inside Star Citizen. This is where you throw a grenade and it should be more accurate and reliable. As you know, right now they're not accurate or reliable at all. You can hope and pray your grenade goes where it needs to go. They're going to have the contrails and stuff, like the little mapped out arc that your grenade will fly in. And you can do underhand throw or an overhand throw with the different mice buttons. So yeah, this should be pretty fun, and it should be much better than what it is now. It's going to be 49 out of 59 tasks complete as of yesterday. So it's very far along. That one's a good, it's where it needs to be completed on time. Elevator panel updates. So this is going to be something that has been on the roadmap for a couple of patches now. A couple of big patches, 3.9, 3.10, and now 3.11. At first, this thing was 0 of 3 back then, but now it's 0 of 11. So they haven't done anything on these elevator panels. I don't know why. I'm guessing because it's somewhat of a simple thing to implement. You can see it on the Carrack. You can see it at Microtech. If they just change all these panels to these specific type panels, it'll be in the game. So I know it's going to be a lengthy task, so it's going to take them a while to change each and every panel, but it probably won't be a super difficult task. It's just going to take some time. I don't know why it's 0 out of 11. Maybe it's just not a high priority. Will this one slip to a 312? It could be. We'll have to wait and see. Missile operator mode. So this will give players much more flexibility when they're in stuff like the ballista, other ships, you know, that can fire missiles and torpedoes. You'll be able to have much more, I guess, capability of targeting and, you know, maybe actually targeting multiple ships. I don't know. We're going to have to wait to find out. But this one's still scheduled. It has not been worked on. Will this one slip to 312 or beyond? That's a possibility. We just don't know. I guess it's not a high priority because ballista gameplay is really not something that a lot of people do. Yeah, we'll see. Missiles are way overpowered right now in 310. Not cool, but it is what it is. So hopefully they will, you know, nerf the missiles just a little bit, or at least change the way they function, and that'll be part of this update. I'm hoping, this missile operator mode. We'll have to wait and see. Death animation improvements. Now this one has slipped to 311 in the past. It's only 1 out of 5. I was hoping it would be further along. Will it get completed by the end of 311? I think it will. I don't think that one's going to be super difficult for them to do. You know, they can actually have people in studio and work on different death animations and put that in the game. So I think we're going to see that one by the end of 311. Law System version 2 Surrender. They have been working on this one for a few patches now, and it slipped to 311. So this is going to give the ability for criminals to stop their ships and surrender, and you'll be able to, I guess, board and I guess throw them in a brig or a prison or whatever, or transport them to Klesher prison and drop them off, or call the security to help get them. I don't know. Or if you're a criminal, you'll be able to surrender to enemies, whether they're NPCs or player characters. It's halfway done. It's 7 out of 14, so they still have a little ways to go on this. I hope that this one doesn't slip from 311. Usually when they're this far along, it will actually make it through. So let's keep our fingers crossed and see that that actually goes all the way through. Then we have ships and vehicles. The Origin 100i is 28 out of 50. This is the entry version of Origin ships. It's literally a starter ship for the Origin line. So it's a luxury starter ship. Then the 125A is also 28 out of 50, as is the 135C. So the 125A is more of, I think it's the combat version. The 135C, I believe, is going to be the exploration version. It could be the other way around. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I'm not exactly sure on that. I'd have to go look them up. Doesn't matter. They're all 28 out of 50, so they're making some progress. We saw those not long ago in one of the Inside Star Citizens, and yeah, those are going to make it, I believe. Mercury Star Runner, the one everybody's waiting for, 55 out of 113. That one's going to make it in. I think they're further along than that, but who knows? I'm sure they have to do some internal stuff, like internal of the ship, to bring it about and get this one out by the end of 311, but I'm pretty sure it's going to make it. They're going to fly through those last few tasks, or last half of the tasks, and get this one out, because people have been waiting on it for a while now. It's one of those that slipped to 311. Weapons and items. The Bearing BR2 Ballistic Shotgun. So this thing looks like a drum shotgun. It's 5 out of 7. Could be really cool. I'm looking forward to it. I like a lot of the Bearing weapons. I know a lot of you do too. A drum shotgun? That could be pretty sweet, guys. What do you think of possibly having a drum shotgun in the game? Then we also have the Bearing GP33 Grenade Launcher. Saw this not long ago in one of the Inside Star Citizens and how they used it, and it was pretty sweet. So I'm looking forward to that one. Ground Cover Buoyancy, that is scheduled. That has something to do with the water. And Server to Client Actor Network Rework, it's 1 out of 3, and that's in every one of them. So guys, what do you think about this week's roadmap? Leave your information down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Also, let me know if you like the way I did this one rather than putting it over the roadmap map itself. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy. I'll see you out in the verse.